Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Matic. This is a request from one of my community members here. Let's go ahead and see. I think it was Let's Get Swifty. Thanks again for the request. We'll go ahead and double check this, kind of see what's going on. If you're new to the channel, of course, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, however, CryptoCash.tech is a site. I've got a trading university, as well as a community and signals group. Signals are pretty straightforward. Make sure you read through our signals guide, folks. It's really important. We took Solana profits here, 42% in one day. We have a really old swing trade, of course, 5 months ago, 250%. I don't mind waiting 5 months for 250%. That's just me personally. I don't know about you. Also, our day trading scalping bot here, Matic 21%, Matic 21%. Those are two separate trades. Cardano, and then I think BNB, we got a good chunk from BNB too here. So again, awesome stuff there. Congrats to our community members for that. Keep in mind, you want to use low leverage, low position sizing. That's kind of the recommendation, just based on the current conditions of the market. You got to be safe and secure profits wherever possible. So if you're not doing that, and you're consistently leaving money on the table, maybe you want to join our group. We got a phenomenal group. Again, CryptoCash.tech is a site link down below. Let's double check here, Matic here. Oof, boy. I talked about this yesterday, how terrible it looked in the opposite direction. In other words, terrible in a good way for longs, bad for shorts. In other words, we can see the price action moving up here. Roughly 78 cents, heavy liquidation level. Just below that, 77 cents. We can see more upwards of 80 cents. So there's a lot of reasons why the price action will continue further up, and that there's no reason to consider shorting this coin just yet. We are moving into a key level resistance, so let's talk about that here as well. In fact, let's go ahead and work our way down. But just to make it simple for us, we're testing this 0.786 fib level, providing some resistance at 78 cents. Possibility of a rejection at that level, but we will see here soon what's going on. So first things first, let's go ahead and clean up the screen here a little bit and just double check a couple things. So first thing we want to recognize is that we haven't broken this descending trend line officially, but we are generally testing it. Okay, so again, we've tested multiple times here, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Is this going to be a lower high? We don't know yet. We'll find out soon, but at this point, it doesn't seem likely it won't be. However, the concurrent trend line, the 20-day SMA, is the most important trend setter in my opinion. It's intersecting with the 100 as well, so we need to get above this level 80 cents in order to have any kind of legs to stand on. Okay. We're still below a lot of important moving averages, so I don't think Matic is out of the woodwork yet. I do think short term we could see a continuation, as I mentioned before, Bitcoin going sideways this weekend above 41.6. A lot of alts will continue to increase and I guess tentatively surge. I wouldn't say they're going to be monstrous, but for the most part we'll see a slightly green weekend. That was the anticipation. So far we're seeing that. But we can see stochastic RSI swinging upwards. We're rejecting off of 50, or sorry, we're not rejecting, we're just not there yet. That's basically just telling us, just like every other coin right now in the market, we're not quite out of this bearish trend yet. Okay, so we got to be mindful and vigilant that this could turn around. We got a MACD convergence on the horizon, but it could easily MACDFU in the other way. Okay, so again, I'm not trying to create any panic or hysteria here at all. Always look at the charts abstractly and without emotion. And I can tell you right now, based on the technical data, we're kind of in this transitionary time frame right now, and it's not ideal trading conditions. However, when you look at the lower time frames, this does tell us other things here. So to summarize, the daily time frame is still more bearish than bullish, just based on those moving averages. RSI at 50. I don't care if a MACD is converging or not. We don't have other confirming factors on the daily. We combine that with a 4-hour time frame, and let's take a look here. We're above the 50 and the 20. That's an initial trend setter. So that tells us that we're on the right side of the tracks here. Okay, we can probably just draw out a trend line here and see and pay close attention to that, kind of see generally what that's going to look like. Okay, so that's kind of what I like to kind of pay attention to, is just these little things here that really help us understand generally our place in the trading world for this coin at this moment. Always changing, always dynamic. But we can see here stochastic RSI swing, MACD, the RSI and money flow index are all very high. We're not over 70 yet, so we're not capped out, and we can see the MACD is converging. So these are all truly bullish signs. Doesn't mean you go hard and you go take a long position to the moon. No, I have to say that in every video, which is sad because unfortunately a lot of folks, they see Tom, Dick, and Harry online making billions of dollars supposedly, right? Because they risk the biscuit every single time. I can tell you folks, they're not consistently successful, and it takes a lot of time and effort to essentially be able to get to that level. Not saying they're not any good at what they do, it's just I don't like to take those kind of unnecessary risks. And right now, the way things are, it's pushing very hard. We're overextended. even though we got a nice little period of consolidation here. And I would venture to guess the price action is due for a correction. I don't think it's going to be a massive one, but I do think that we're in a situation right now where we've hit our 1, 2, possibly 3, may come down to a 4th and back up again. Okay, so I think we're kind of trending towards something like this here. Again, all the more reason to just kind of be cautious and careful in how you trade, trying to get too crazy. We see we're at a 9 on TD sequential here. Previous 9, the price pulled back before it legged up again. We could see a pullback here, and the price legs up from there as well. I'll send our playout chart on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord here soon, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. But let's wrap this up and kind of verify if we're on the right side of tracks here, which we are. All bullish signs here on the daily, the hourly. So the 1 hour and the 4 hour are extremely bullish. Most coins are exuding that same behavior right now. And the daily time frame is not. Okay, so again, macro is still bearish for the most part. Most coins are exuding macro behavior or bearish macro behavior, but they're tentatively pumping right now because, again, Bitcoin stabilized at 42K roughly. Okay, once the realism of that hits and that sets in, and Bitcoin comes back down to 40, 38, 36K, we're going to see a new world order. Okay, so please understand. Take this with a grain of salt, enjoy the profits while you can. This might be tentative. And the reason why I say that is just because the macro for most coins, including Bitcoin, is still looking bearish. Okay, so we just got to acknowledge that. But short term, obviously this is nice. This is very positive. We want to celebrate that. Have fun with it. Honestly, that's what you're supposed to do. In fact, with this exchange here, for example, we have tons of fun with them because we are actually having a trading competition coming up here for our community within the next couple weeks. And that's going to be within the community specifically. You have to use my link to register for that. If you did, you're automatically eligible. But the truth is, phenomenal exchange, highly recommended, no KYC, no VPN. That's why we use them. Coincidentally, though, they also are phenomenal with tech support, and they are really, really good exchange to work with. But generally speaking, we're in good shape here with Matic, right? There's no reason to consider a short, but also understand that the price should pull back soon. Just a natural correction would make sense, okay? And if so, the dip to buy or to consider would be roughly right around 76 or 77 cents, right in that range. The price may not drop too hard, but we're honoring this ascending trend. We have a lot of reasons why shorting this coin right now is not a great consideration, okay? All right, folks, hope that made sense. I described that correctly. Thanks again for watching. Once more, if you do want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Please read through our signals guide. You need to understand how it works if you're new to the community, okay? Swing trades are way different than day trades. That's all I got to say about that. All right, folks, thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.